Well, National Signing Day, a two-day event here in 2011 because of severe weather across the Midwest. Missouri Western's finished up their commitments. 18 recruits signed to national letters of intent. Joining us right now is Griffin head football coach Jerry Partridge. First of all, just break down this class. And every class, obviously, every year is exciting. Just tell me what your thoughts on this one.
Well, I don't want to be a killjoy, but I mean, most college football coaches are going to say it was a great class. You never hear them say, well, I didn't think this class measured up. It wasn't as good. We didn't work as hard this year. But I think we had a good class. 4 very good O-linemen, 3 good D linemen that have signed, so 7 linemen. And there's hopefully going to be an 8th here later on. Ended up about 5 wide receivers. At the time, we were thinking 2 to 3. But we had too many. We just couldn't turn them down. There's too good of football players, and I've often said that we're going to take the first-tier kids at certain positions instead of taking second-tier kids at other positions. So just to fill up needs, and you got time to kind of fit things and move things around as the years go on. But good running back, a couple good quarterbacks, a couple good secondary kids.
I know it's hard to single somebody out, but if there's a dynamite signee or a couple, can you put your name on any of them?
I don't know. There's such a high level, all of them. I mean, there's 3 really, really special wideouts, and not to demean the other 2, they're very good too. But there's 3 very good ones that I'm anticipating being excellent. There's some good linemen. It's just hard to sit there and say one's better than the other. I mean, it's a good bunch of kids.
And the weather, like we said, play havoc.
Yeah, well, yeah, it did. I mean, nobody was in school. I don't remember. I was reminded. Brian Childs was talking about his signing day a couple of years ago. That's that day. I don't remember that.
2007.
Yeah, I guess maybe they were out of school, but I don't remember that. It seemed like it went pretty smooth here. So, but it was definitely difficult for us. Obviously, the last 4 didn't get in till today because of snow and problems, and it was everywhere. I mean, it was everywhere. I mean, the kid we signed out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, Stephon Weaver, he couldn't get in. So it didn't matter where we're at, Wichita, Tulsa, Arlington, Texas, the Quad Cities, Iowa, Kansas City, St. Louis, it didn't matter. Everybody was affected.
Well, the house on the hill is built this year. You actually had the Griffin Indoor Sports Complex complete. There had been years of promises of that. You got to walk the recruits through that. How big a part did the new facility play?
Well, it was enormous. There's no doubt about it. It was enormous. It kept kids from going to visit other places at times. We didn't have to say much. It was there, and honestly, it's still not quite the total finished product yet. It's still very generic. We put our little stamp on different things. We have Missouri Western painted on different walls, and it's still pretty generic in some spots.
Okay, is this time to relax now since the hard part is over? Is there ever a relaxation for the head football coach?
I think you start going home earlier hours, but you look behind me right here, we're working out right now, and we've elected to go in the afternoons now this year instead of in the mornings in the gym and the arena, which means a little bit of a conflict with other sports, and you got to share a little bit. You can kind of see softball back here behind us, and baseball comes in at 5:30, so it kind of forces us to go a little later than we want to go. But so our coaches stayed about 6:45 or 7 o'clock. But finally, you're going to go home with some decent hours and a little less work, but still, you got to constantly keep developing these young men in the classroom, off the field, and obviously athletically.
All right, thank you so much for joining us.
Right,
congratulations on the class. That's Griffin head football coach Jerry Partridge from Missouri Western State University and Griffin Sports Insider. I'm Ryan Menley.